Hello, wealthy, successful, money-making traders. This is your trader's friend. It is 2:01 Central Time this morning, and I am laying in the bed because it's so cold. But we are looking for an opportunity to take a trade this morning. Before you, you have the Euro CAD on the 5-minute, the Euro USD 5-minute, the Euro Yen 5-minute, and the dollar yen on the 5-minute. So we're going to wait and see if an opportunity presents itself to us, and I think that it already has, and we will wait. And we have about 3 more minutes before we can enter anything, if there is an opportunity to enter anything. Actually, there are two that I want to enter. EuroCAD, let's sell it, and this Euro USD, let's sell it as well. The reason for those two sales is because we got this bullish attempt that failed here, and we also had this same situation here. Now, of course, there's a possibility that I can be wrong, and if I am wrong on this, which this one it definitely looks like I'm going to be, then we're going to go ahead and cut this trade. As soon as, and I hadn't even had a chance to put in the hard stop yet, but beyond this tail, if we close this tail out, then we're done. And it looks like on both of these trades, I may be done this morning. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, I may take this Euro USD off the table because of that extremely long candle. And actually, I'm going to do so. With that, we'll let this Euro CAD run this morning. Generally, if you get a candle like this, it may not mean anything, but it may mean that we're about to get into that kind of sideways trading, and we may have to wait for another opportunity to enter, or it can possibly be a mini reversal for a little while or whatever. So since it was about at the height almost of the end of this candle in the reverse, then I went ahead and just took that off the table. This one, we'll just go ahead and allow that one to run. But we're going to bring the stop to break even on the Euro CAD pair. Okay guys, we got popped out of this one. I tried to hit the button before the fact, but we got popped out of this one before I could turn this back on. But we got popped out of this one with a little over a pip and a half. So I brought that to just beyond break even, so that even if we close with about 2 pips, and we've got it closed out of that. So I will wait for another opportunity perhaps to get another trade. And it's funny how it is these things work, because just a few minutes ago this candle was actually pink, and I thought we may get into some of that sideways trading, but at any rate, this turned out to be a much better trade than that, and perhaps we will get the opportunity to trade on this side this morning. But for this side right now, I'm pretty done. This one I thought about adjusting that stop some, but I'm okay with the fact that we got stopped out in this pair. It wasn't nearly as lucrative as this Euro USD this morning. May have gotten out too early there, but yeah, we'll see. There's always an opportunity to enter the market for a profitable trade. However, you just have to wait for it. Just re-entered this Euro CAD pair. You can see that we have a new sale on that pair. And hopefully it's going to do much better for us this time. Also, let's sell this USD JPY this morning. Oops. Used to the left right click. So yeah, let's sell that this morning and wait. Now the reason I entered this candle is because you had this bullish attempt here that failed and all of the bearish price action there. This one, the reason I re-entered is because we had all of this strong bullish attempt to the upside, and however, it turned out to be a big failure. So we re-entered that same market. We just got closed out of this USD JPY pair. We'll look for an opportunity to re-enter that. So far, of course, this one is in profit, and I'm thinking we're getting ready, possibly, to sideways trade. That's what I was thinking when we formed this big candle here, and I was so wrong. That's the thing about being in the market. There are just times that you are wrong, and in that particular instance, I was as wrong as two left feet. But the great thing about the market is it gives you opportunities to correct the wrongs and make them profitable. Okay, guys, my rules tell me to enter here. I'm a whole lot skeptical to do so. However, I am going to follow my trading rules. And the reason that I'm skeptical about entering this trade long is because of all of this bearish price action. My stop, of course, is going to be equal to the bottom of this candle. May get stopped out, may not. And the rule here is just this basic engulf. So it may stop me out again, may not. And like I said, the great thing about trading is you want to keep your losses small so that if you're screwing it up in the morning, then your screw-ups won't be that big. And once the market goes in the direction that it's intended to go, you'll get all of that money back plus the profit of being on the right side of the trade. Also, I'm going to go ahead and cut this Euro CAD so that I can look for a trade in this USD JPY or to follow the particular trade. And I'm going to also go ahead and blow that one up so that we can really pay attention to it. So guys, if this one fails, and it's not looking very good, but if it fails, I have a sales stop in place. So if this looking very close to being a failed bullish attempt, may or may not be. I can't read the market. Um, can't read the mind of the market. And sometimes I just get it wrong. And as you can see, I've gotten it wrong twice so far this morning. This may be the third time that I get it wrong this morning. However, keep in mind that as long as you keep those losses small, then once the market goes in the direction, your desired direction, then it's going to make up for all of those losses, plus put you in profit. And guys, I need to make a quick correction. This morning I did get two stop outs, but I forgot that one was in profit. Even though it was a small profit, I moved my stop too soon and brought it below break even. So I did get stopped out this morning, but one was only one was to the negative. So one was an error in bringing the stop too close too soon, and the second one, I was just flat out wrong on the trading decision. The main thing in trading is just that you have more winners than losers, and that you let your winnings run longer than your losses. If you do that, then you're going to be successful in trading. Just a quick look back at the overall chart. You can see we got out of this one just in time. So that one worked out pretty good because after you've been going in a direction for so long, then you just get into that rest period or the mini reversals or whatever. So didn't want to wait through that this morning, wanted to go ahead and take my profit off while it was available to me. And as you know, I took this one off too soon. And this one, we took that one off just right. So I just wanted to flip back and let you see what was going on with the rest of the chart, just in case you were wondering. As you can see, we are now in profit. However, I am going to move my stop closer simply because we hadn't passed this area yet. So I put a line here. So my desire this morning would definitely be to close that in a bullish manner. And right now we are about at a third of what we lost. So if we close this bullish, then that would actually lend to my confidence. And if not, then we can look to go the other way. So we will wait and see. Another update on the full chart. This is why you want to let candles close or near close before you enter a market, because you never know what a candle is going to do or how it is going to finish out. So it's really important to let the candle tell its full story before you decide to enter a market. Now in this, we avoided the chop, but you can see how it continued to follow um, the bearish price action. This one, you did a mini reverse. So it may be an opportunity pretty soon to re-enter this one. Not sure yet, but right now we're following this one and we're just barely in profit at this point. Turn the camera back on because this is a little bit of a surprise. So we had this huge leap up here. You remember the last time you saw this candle, it was bearish. I was commenting on it, and this is how it closed out. And we have this leap forward. I think that um, we are going to enter this market to the bearish side. However, we're only 2 minutes into this candle, and you can see that we moved our stop. So at this point, we are on the negative, and we did not close above this. So, like I said, we have the sell stop in anyway, and I'm thinking, yeah, I probably don't want to pursue this because no matter what, we still closed out in profit. It won't be as much profit, but I've been at this thing about an hour now, and this bed is so cozy and so good. So I may just close this out and get up and make that money back later. Sorry about that sudden stop. I intended to push pause, however, I hit the stop button by mistake. You can see that I re-entered the market once we broke from the little channel I was showing you earlier, and I went in rather heavily. But you can see that my take profit was small. The reason for that is because even though we broke out from the area I showed you earlier, I still consider that a counter trend trade, and as such, I took a minimal profit. Now the downside to doing this, and you know I usually don't do this on videos, the downside of going so heavy in a trade like this is if you incur a loss, then it's going to be very painful and you will spend much of your day trying to recover from those losses. Just wanted to give you a quick review of this USD JPY chart and why it was I went ahead and took that entry. You can see where we broke out of the little choppy channel we were in, and you already saw the buys, and this is what happened. We came back for a strong dip. It looks like an opportunity to rebuy in this. However, I am going to go to bed instead. and you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have a terrific, wonderful weekend.